Wow, boy, what a weather change, man.
Yes, we are in the capital region of New York, and yeah, it's been like rainy and dreary, and
90 in the mid-90s last week,
which is not normal for September. Welcome to the Perk, and
we're getting perky with some caffeine here.
we got the alien mugs. Cheers.
There you go.
And how do you take your coffee?
I like it hot and black.
Bitter and bold, like I like my women.
I like my coffee, actually, the coffee I make at home, I always use whole beans because ground coffee is known to have cockroaches in it.
Really?
Yeah, cockroaches love coffee. Well, they need the little extra go too in the morning.
I guess so.
So you can scurry around between your walls, and that's how you can't kill the bastards, right?
I hate cockroaches. It's funny, I had a dream last night about cockroaches.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was a nightmare, really.
Really? Were they like coming all through your house?
Hey. Well, it's funny because you know you have dreams and you're like somewhere that you haven't been in a long time. Well,
right, because you have the place in your mind.
I was at my cousin's house that they don't even live there anymore on 3rd Street in Albany.
Okay.
Which is, you know, the hood where I grew up.
A no-fly zone.
3rd Street original right here, throwing up the signs. But yeah, this girl, her family who lived across the street, they had so many roaches.
Oh, Jesus. Roaches in the front room. Were the rats in the back?
I would imagine so. I stayed the hell out of there.
Oh, God, man. There's nothing more disgusting than roaches. I'll never forget years ago, I had a friend of mine, and in his apartment, the upstairs apartment, they just sprayed for roaches. So, of course, they come down to his apartment.
Right.
So that my friend was laying back on the couch, and he had a habit when he was taking a nap, his mouth was open, and the cockroach ran across the wall, ran across his face, and almost went right in his mouth.
Wow.
He wanted to see him get up. I'll never forget that as long as I live. It was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's too bad we didn't have cameras back then to film some things that that you'll never get to see once in a lifetime. So.
Well, we had cameras, but we didn't carry them around in our pocket.
Right, and they didn't have phones, they can just, push a button on, get something really cool. And
Well, I have that conversation all the time, especially when you get into like how, there's so many like UFO sightings.
Oh,
and things
yeah,
like that now.
yeah. And you can film murders and even beatings.
Oh, God. That really pisses me off, the people that just film like things on the street that are happening when someone needs help.
Right.
They're just filming it.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
There was actually
put the camera down and help them.
There was actually somebody a couple of years ago that filmed a man down in Florida getting eaten alive by alligators.
I might have filmed that.
But I mean, there's no parameters in society today. There really isn't.
No.
It's kind of just lost, man.
Society. We need Jesus. We really.
Yeah, yeah, we do. I got him right here, and I got a black cat bone because I think one of them might work.
Yeah, you gotta test it out.
And if that doesn't work, we got RadioRadioX.
Yes. And speaking of RadioRadioX, so you do a show Thursday nights here.
Yes, I do.
6 p.m. New York time.
Yep.
And so, yeah, that'd be cool. So tune in if you haven't heard Peggy of Troy's show. And also, you're doing your bingo thing again.
Yes,
tell us about that.
Honky Tonk Bingo at the Whiskey Pickle, my sponsor for my show. And it's just such a fun time. We play bingo. We give out some crazy prizes. You never know what we might give you as a prize. Then if you win a round of bingo, you get to participate in a karaoke contest. And it is just so much fun, man. We love doing it, and we have loyal people that come. It is just a blast. So come check it out sometime, please, man. It's fun, man. And it doesn't cost anything. It's for free.
And that's Wednesday nights?
Wednesday nights at 8 p.m.
At the Wiki...
the
WikiLeaks Pickle.
The Whiskey Pickle, 409 Fulton Street, Troy, New York.
That's cool. I'm glad you're doing it again.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I've been doing it this is the 4th place I've done it at, and so far I think I like it the best out of the 4 places.
So this isn't the bingo where all the old ladies used to
smoke
cigarettes and have purple hair?
You can smoke anything you want at this bingo.
Nice, nice.
And get lit if you want.
That's cool. Yeah, I haven't done bingo in a long time. I got to come out. But I remember, I think I was like a senior in high school, and my dad wanted to take us kids to bingo night. And I'm just like, bingo? Really? Oh, that sounds really boring. I tell you though, when I won $350,
Well, there you go.
I was like, I love bingo.
Was it like just a bingo, or was it like an extra or coverall or something like
I think
that?
I got just the regular bingo.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent prize. That sounds like something that's maybe not usually the amount that they give you. It's usually less than that, from what I remember.
Well, this is going way back, and this was in the days where they did smoke cigarettes in there. I mean,
Right, you came out smell. Oh my God, you would stink in a place like that, man.
yeah, speaking of cigarettes, everyone should quit them.
Yeah, they're up to $1 something a pack now, aren't they?
They're ridiculous. How much does it cost for like, what do you normally get?
Well, like Marlboro Ultralights are like, I think they're almost $15 now.
Wow.
It's insane.
So those were New York City prices a few years ago. So I can only imagine they got to be like $20.
Oh yeah, it's just, well, I think actually part of the reason is there's less people smoking, so the decrease in the revenue they're making up and with the tax, plus you're going to get cigarettes coming in from other states untaxed. So it's not a win situation for anybody, man.
Just give up the cigarettes. And even though we smoke, that's our right. But you should quit.
Well, I think this is a fact though too, because smoking is bad, but there's so many other things that are bad, especially the food, and it's
Food, yeah.
So why aren't they kind of like balancing it out and trying to prevent people's health in other ways too, man? They have commercials showing people dying from smoking and lung cancer. There's also people dying from diabetes, getting feet and toes chopped off, and I mean, it's pick your poison in this world, right?
You should get somebody that had diabetes,
Yeah.
and their toe got chopped. You should get that around your neck, like a rabbit foot.
A toe cutter.
Yeah.
That was in the movie there, I think, Mad Max.
But no, thinking about the foods, I've been seeing a lot about this lately. Is that there's
soda. That's one of the worst things for your
Soda.
body. Oh my God. Like there's like 60 grams of sugar, which is like all the sugar you need in like 2 days in like one can.
Sugar really is the silent killer.
Oh yes, it is, man, for sure, for sure.
But in America, a lot of the foods that we have like Red 40 and all these different things.
Additives and
And many of the foods that we have in America are actually banned. They're illegal in other countries.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Even Russia.
Yeah, can you imagine that? Communism isn't that bad when they're protecting their health more. And they have dental care over there in them countries for everyone.
They should use it.
Well, they don't rot their teeth as much if they're not eating as much sugar as us. So.
That's true. So, did you see the news yesterday? Well, the news reported that in Mexico, well, the alien bodies were retrieved from Peru.
Yeah.
And they actually put alien bodies on display in Mexico. They were only about...
Yeah, I saw that, man. That was...
What do you think of that?
It looked pretty realistic to me. It looked pretty realistic to me.
Apparently they've been through all sorts of scientific studies.
Wow.
X-rays showed that one of them still had eggs in it. So apparently they lay eggs.
God. Damn, the reptilians, like they all say.
Yeah.
Well, I always talk about how the planet's actually climate's being changed because of the reptilians. And we're going to bring back the dinosaurs. I think that's pretty cool, man.
There's going to be a real Jurassic Park.
Yeah, no, I thought there was dinosaurs in Vietnam. And them jungles there, man. Some of the soldiers said they saw them roll in the Vietnam War. Yeah, that's covered up too.
Well, thinking about like different species, there was like about 500 new species that were discovered in the year 2023.
Yeah,
that's normal.
Wow.
But there's like 70,000 species that are borderline extinction.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Well, what I think is going to happen in the future with all this genetic manipulation, how we can actually take like a human's DNA and have it in a pig so it can grow you like an organ.
I think it's been done already.
Yeah, it's actually done. And imagine he can give you a liver, then you can eat bacon. Hey, there's nothing like liver with bacon. How about some onions on them too?
My uncle had a chicken, and he fed it chicken.
Oh shit.
So you
Cannibalism, man. We're all part of a food chain, you know.
Speaking of cannibalism, they had a report like just a couple of weeks ago that they found human DNA in like McDonald's.
That's called a man burger.
Something green. Yeah, the manwich. That's what manwich really is made out of.
Hey, no, wicked chickens lay deviled eggs.
Some ladies might say I'm a manwich.
I'm a soup witch.
Speaking of witches and witchcraft, you don't practice that, right?
No. You know, I used to think all women were witches because I had some bad relationships. So I had to become one, and I found out it was only the ones I knew personally.
I had to set you up for that one.
There you go. Nicely. Let's get a drum kick on that one.
That's a great segue.
Yeah, there you go.
So this is cool. I'm glad we're hanging out doing the perk together.
Yeah, we're getting perky.
Normally,
I'm always perky and punctual, Bob, aren't I?
Normally we do this with Liam Sweeney, Art for Dead. We've done it before with Jesse, and I've always been a part of it. I guess you can't have a perk without me.
Well, you got all the perks in RadioRadioX, Rob. I mean, you're basically the man here, I guess.
I guess I'm the man witch. and
we love you.
Currently, though, I am, we just got to put the nail in the coffin right now in the fact that I am up for DJ of the Year through the People's Choice Awards, through the Daily Gazette.
You got to get that, Rob. If you don't get that, this damn thing is fixed for sure, man.
Well, the Gazette did the right thing. I respect the Daily Gazette, and I think they're a great news organization. So, with that being said, though, if you haven't voted yet, go over to the Daily Gazette, find out where the People's Choice Awards is on their website, and give us a vote. Not only me for DJ of the Year, but more importantly, the Experience Monthly for the newspaper
of the
year. We're kicking ass right now in that category, and I mean, it goes to show. I mean, it's the greatest publication around.
Yes, it is for sure.
If you were in this area and you remember the Metroland, we all looked forward to the Metroland, when it came out, and when it went away, it kind of needed the void to be filled.
Yeah, there was a big void.
And I think that we filled that void.
Most definitely. I think we actually surpassed it. I think we really surpassed the Metroland.
I think so. I mean, the one thing that we don't do is politics, and we don't have the porn insert in the middle, which...
Well, we got everything online today, so everybody can just go online.
We do.
There's no more phones. Remember phone sex?
Yeah,
they
what was
had
that
the commercials. Call me right now. I'm all alone.
I mean, nowadays it seems like they're doing more probably like, if they're doing phone sex, there's video involved.
It's called chatterbait.
I guess that's what it's called. I've never really looked into it.
And then there's another one. I'm trying to think of the other one. Oh, God. They got some funny names for it.
So Chatterbait is one
of them?
Yeah,
Chatterbait's one of them.
Not a sponsor, but can be a sponsor, I guess. So is that where you go and you meet people and you try to hook up, or?
No, actually, I think the Chatterbait is actually where they'll show you the person and they'll do things and play with themselves, and you can do your thing and you got to pay. It's like a peep show, I guess, and it's just online, and you give them tips too.
Huh.
Yeah. I actually got invited to do it a couple years ago.
I bet you should get like an OnlyFans.
I know. I could probably make money. I had a prison fan club years ago.
Really?
Yeah. I got letters from every prison in America. I ain't lying. Because I appeared in a magazine, and I said, I'll communicate with anybody, be pen pals, and next thing you know, I got a post office box because I want to give them, you don't do something like that for you. But it was like overflowing. I had to get it bigger. I'm so glad I stopped doing it because there was a lot of perversion there.
Do you have any of those letters still?
Yeah, I do. I have a collection. I actually still have people that write to me. I haven't written back in years.
We could keep them anonymous, but you should bring some of those letters in. We'll read them.
Well, actually, I have a guy that's probably getting out of prison soon, and I haven't written back to him in years and everything, and I still have a post office box, but I don't know. I don't think he's going to come here looking for me, but you never. Rob will be my bodyguard.
Yeah, of course. You know, I'll be like Paul Simon and Chevy Chase.
Well, there you go.
Be a bodyguard.
There you go. I mean, you know, the guy's so madly in love. I mean, I feel afraid. You know, I feel sorry for these guys all alone in prison. You know, there is sex in prison.
There is. Hopefully, you're a willing participant.
Well, actually, I'm trying to think what state it was. It might have been Colorado. So, going with like research for psychology, they painted a couple prisons all pink.
That's interesting.
And the amount of violence amongst prisoners and assaults on guards went down like 150, 200%. But they said that there was probably more love going on, but as long as it was consensual, why not?
Yeah.
You know?
They always say don't drop the soap, but I think the important thing is you don't pick it up.
I think,
right?
You know, we're all penitentiary friends in this world, and there are no strangers in prison, are there? Everybody wants to be your friend.
I haven't been to a penitentiary in a long, long time. My stepdad was in there for a while.
Have you ever visited one though?
Yeah, I went to Dannemora. That's
visited Dannemora. Oh my God.
So I mean,
that's got to be
Tupac was in Dannemora.
Oh my God, man.
So anyway, I go to visit, and it's like a cafeteria setting, right?
Yeah.
So everyone's talking to their family and their loved ones in the setting. So my stepdad, he's like over here, like he's telling me like stories like that guy right there, he's like a big mafia guy, killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, all their
that guy over there, you know, he kills kids. That guy over there was like, you know, a serial killer. And then he's like, here's a couple bucks, why don't you go over to the vending machine, get yourself some chips or something. Like I had to walk through that.
There you go. Well, you know, Charles Bukowski, the great writer, said, he goes, you really want to know who your friends are, go to prison.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Well, I don't think I ever want to go there. I was actually in a group years ago because I was forced into like some mental health and, you know, rehab, and there was guys in there that just got out of the can, and the one guy said, I want to pop him in the group because, you know, they would really love you in prison. And I had to sit through these things, you know, be insulted. I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would.
I know that if you're looking for Jesus, though, a lot of people find him in prison.
That's for sure. That's for sure. You can find him in the Hudson River, even.
I don't know what that
You
means.
can find him anywhere.
Yeah.
It's subjective. I mean, he make like fish come out of the water and fed everybody. So maybe he'll get out in the Hudson and he'll give us all some intense fish fries.
Right? That would be cool.
Yeah, there you go, for free, man. Because they're about $10 a piece now.
I imagine.
Yeah, fish is very expensive. It is everything. The average price in a grocery store of any item today is almost $5. Yeah, it is insane. It is insane.
Well, even the dollar store is $1.25.
Yeah, there you go. The dollar store is not. It's going to be a $2 store. When there were $2 bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's still $2 bills out there. We're gonna, and probably in about 20 years we'll have $3 bills, and I think maybe by then everybody will be queer. So there won't be any problems, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll all be as queer as a $3 bill. Oh, that's just fun.
Wasn't Hillary Clinton on the $3 bill?
Yeah, I think she was. There was actually one years ago, I think, that had Monica Lewinsky on there with the husband on a dollar bill. It was like a facsimile of a real dollar. But I remember seeing that back probably like in the mid-90s. Yeah, when I did not have sex with that woman, and actually technically he didn't, right?
He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying.
That classifies under a different, what's it, sodomy?
I think it was oral sex.
Yeah, well, I mean, under the law, I think.
Well, the cigar thing too, right? You know, and that was what I liked best about him. You know, it was like,
hey, more power to him, man. He had the charm, man. Yeah, he was all things to all men, and women too. Women absolutely loved the guy, man.
Well, they had an open marriage, from what I heard, and Well, yeah, there's all sorts of weird things going on. I mean, we don't do politics or anything like that, but it is fun to make fun of them, right?
Of course it is, man. Listen, we have the best politicians money can buy.
Yes. Yes, we do.
That puts it all in a nutshell, I think.
But my God, I mean, nothing political about this whatsoever, but the fact of the matter is that age. Why do we got all these old white guys, right, running things?
I know.
Mitch McConnell, he freezes like a robot that needs like, new batteries.
And not just that, you just wonder, these people, what are their actual concerns for the future when they might not even be here next year, and 5 years from now is a big stretch when you're like 80.
Yeah.
How about getting somebody that's younger that might have a little more vested time in this world and everything? I don't know.
Or maybe some new ideas. Right?
Yeah, there you go, man. We got to find a new way. And if there's a new way, I think I'll be the first in line, and it better work this time.
Well, and then you had Joe Biden the other day. I mean, he's been like ridiculous and just being like old and forgetful and not making any sense. But
I don't think he can actually speak and say anything. A lot of stuff that comes out of his mouth is unintelligible.
You don't know what he's talking about.
He don't know what he's saying, and nobody else does either.
But literally, he's giving a speech, and then he just stops, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to bed.
I know there's one thing about him is his eyes, you look like you could blindfold him with dental floss. He's like this. So is the sun in his eyes, or does he have some type of eye condition or something? God, man, open up your eyes, Joe, and you could actually maybe see the world.
So the fact that he's running again, it's going to make it easier for my campaign, because I'm running for vice president.
Yeah, I saw that.
Under Fuzz, that Fuzzing Rock show.
Yeah.
We are legitimately he's running for president, I'm running for VP, and...
Hey, can I have a place in the cabinet? We want diversity.
We do want diversity, absolutely.
I'm going to be Minister of Defense.
Well, you can do that after you join the women's swim team and you win the gold medal.
Well, there you go. There wouldn't be much competition. I'll do the breaststroke.
But no, we're really running under the keg party.
All right.
And I vow to be as good of a vice president as LBJ was to Kennedy.
Well, there you go. There you go. A successor.
Yes.
That implemented all his policies.
Yeah.
Maybe distorted some of them.
Maybe just a little bit.
He had the thing, the Great Society. That was his program. Yep, I remember that. LBJ.
LBJ also got caught red-handed. He had ships. Basically, he wanted to attack Egypt for whatever reason.
Yeah, there was always something going on in the Mideast.
And there were some ships, so he tried to blame it on Egypt.
Yeah.
So he had them. He literally killed U.S. military, the Navy.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing that.
But he had the Israel Air Force or whatever.
Yeah, the Israelis. They had the great planes.
But Russia had submarines or something like that in the area, and they've seen this and they're going, why is Israel attacking America?
Yeah.
And this is the kind of thing that I'll be doing. I'll be doing all sorts of false flags as vice president, and keeping it real.
We have so many things that have gone on that we have no knowledge of. Our interference in other countries' elections. Actually, I think it was 1973. We supported an overthrow of a democratically elected government in the country of Chile, and we supported this Pinochet. I'm trying to think. Allende was the one that was democratically elected, and Pinochet was a right-hand dictator, and we supported him. We had the Organization of American States. And we bombed, we were actually involved in the bombing of the capital of Chile, of Santiago, which was all like civil service people, innocent civilians that got slaughtered. It actually happened on 9/11,
no
I'm
kidding.
pretty sure.
Wow.
Yeah, because I knew somebody that was from Chile, and I worked with, and they actually told me this story, and I actually fact-checked, and it was completely true, so... I mean,
all sorts of weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, why? I mean, if a country democratically elects somebody and we support an overthrow of a government because of our financial gain, never mind with the people's, benefits, and I think that's been going on in many countries in the world that we've done that too.
Yeah, so
It's sad.
moral of the story is be careful. Don't trust them. Like Public Enemy says, can't trust them.
Right.
And
right.
also, you learn how to garden at home and get yourself some chickens and feed them chicken.
There you go.
And the world will be a better place. You got to become more self-sufficient.
Yeah, of course, man.
And
of course.
you can't keep eating all that crazy sugary
Oh,
stuff that they
man.
put in the store.
I think in the future what we're going to have is where they're going to grow the meat from like the cells of it. They won't even need the animal.
They're already growing meat.
Yeah, you're just going to get hamburger that's going to be in a petri dish. You can probably have the kid at home, and then you can have all the hamburger you want, man. Yeah, there you go. And then we'll probably have them little chickens like they had in that movie Eraserhead.
Oh, God, yeah.
And we'll all be having big like eraser hair and everything. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, I think. Like Kid and Play.
Yes. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a
Oh, God.
wild
House Party.
world.
Where's movies like that? We need movies like that. They were fun movies, man.
We do need more fun movies.
Yeah, we do.
They exist. They must exist.
Well, I don't know. I heard Barbie was, I heard reviews from certain people that said they liked it, but most people said how it was very sophomoric. It was a very sophomoric movie, man.
I will never watch that movie.
No, I don't think I will. And I actually am Barbie.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Kendra, depending how you look at me, but,
Well, thank you for tuning in to the Perk.
Yeah.
Any words of wisdom or anything, messages of peace that you'd like to send out?
Yeah,
to the
let's
world?
just go out there and turn on, tune in, and drop out. But tune in to RadioRadioX and read the Experience Monthly. How about that?
And the Bible. And the Bible.
And Timothy Leary said, to think for yourself is to question authority. And Peggy says, to think for the universe, question everything. How about that?
Amen to that.
All right. Bye-bye. Peace out.